Chapter 6312. At this point, Charlie paused and continued. It can be seen that in this world, once any academic discipline is separated from the academic itself and rises to the business field, it is definitely no longer a simple professional issue. Because professionalism has no upper limit. If the world's top technology is concentrated on a car, not many people can afford it. Instead, it deviates from the basic logic of business itself. It's like growing vegetables. We all know that organic and pollution-free agricultural products are the best. But if the whole world only grows organic and pollution-free agricultural products, more than half of the world's people will starve to death. Nia frowned and said, "What you said, it somewhat makes sense. But I just paid attention to the public opinion on the internet. It seems that everyone is full of doubts about Professor Watt's choice of CEO. This may mean that although professionals may not be able to do business well, it will be even more difficult for non-professionals to do this business well." Charlie smiled and said, "It's just my personal opinion. I think if the opinions of netizens on the internet represent the probability of business success, then the business model of this world would have collapsed long ago. On the internet today, no less than 1 million people mock Japanese ordinary family cars for their thin skin and large fillings every day. But it does not prevent Toyota from selling more than 11 million cars worldwide in the past year. If someone can never figure out why Toyota can make so much money, then he will never be able to do well in the automobile industry. Being a spectator may be the best choice." After that, Charlie said, "There are still many brainless boasters who always think that boss Giles Faraday Future is the originator of new energy vehicles and hope that he can return as a king. However, this title of originator has been called for a full 10 years. Today, 10 years later, the total number of cars delivered by Faraday Future seems to be only 12. And it is said that all of them have been recalled due to certain problems. If these boasters make cars, they may not be as good as Boss Gio." At this point, Charlie remembered the hot topic on the internet some time ago and smiled. He said, "By the way, the boss of Remy Automobile did not announce the price when he launched the car. And many competitors cut their prices at that time to undermine him. At that time, the whole network was bad-mouthing the boss Lei. Even to the point that the dogs in the village wanted to shout Junna. At that time, most people thought that he was going to fight a big fight. But he didn't expect that the annual production of the car was sold in one day. Those who called him Junna before immediately swallowed the name and continued to call him President Lei. Or even Lei Buzzi with a shameless face. As if the word Junna had never come out of their mouths in their whole life. So, just from this point, we can be sure that a person or thing that everyone is pessimistic about may not necessarily be doomed to failure. Because in this world, the truth is always in the hands of only a few people. If you want to do something, and people around you, whether you know them or not, say that it won't work, you must not be discouraged. If you go all out, you may be able to achieve something. But if everyone says that what you want to do will work, then you must be very careful and argue again and again. Because if even the dogs in the village say that you can definitely make money by doing this, then it is very likely that you won't get to earn that money." Charlie's humor made Nia laugh out loud. While laughing, she looked at Claire and said seriously, "Claire, your husband is really humorous." After that, she asked Charlie, "Mr. Wade, I need to write a report when I get back. Can I quote some of your opinions?" Charlie nodded and said casually, "You can use it as you like, and you can also create secondary works. But don't reveal my personal information. I am also a network troll who can only talk but not do anything. Don't let people know that I said this. Otherwise those netizens will definitely criticize me, thinking that I, a loser who has never studied or worked in the automotive industry, is also worthy of talking and speaking nonsense about this industry." Nia said with a smile, "You have brought both me and Claire into this. The two of us simply questioned Professor Watt because he had never worked in the automotive industry, which also has some meaning of network trolls. But your opinion is totally different." Charlie waved his hand. "You are different from those real network trolls. In the case of Changing Automobile and Professor Watt, whether it is online or offline, everyone has the right to comment and express their own opinions. Whether it is bad or optimistic, as long as it is simply to express their own opinions, there is no problem. But network trolls not only have to express their own opinions, but also attack all those who disagree with their opinions. Explanation and attack are real trolls. After that, Charlie said, but these don't really matter. For Changing Automobile, doubts are a good thing. On the one hand, it can spur the team to work harder. And on the other hand, it can rely on doubts to maintain enough popularity. The internet is like this. If everyone praises you, you can be popular for 3 days. If everyone scolds you, you can be popular for 3 years. If some people praise you and some scold you, and the two sides have to fight from time to time, then you can be popular for a lifetime.